Now we come to the policy and charging rules function, which is also called as the PCRF. Suppose this user equipment has a default EPS bearer and it is using this bearer to browse the internet. And now if this user equipment wants to make a voice call, an additional EPS bearer would be needed for that, and it is the PCRF that decides that this additional EPS bearer needs to be allocated to this user equipment. So the PCRF decides if and when to create additional EPS bearers. Similarly, the PCRF is also responsible for formulating the quality of service policy and the charging rules for different data flows of different subscribers. And PCRF makes the quality of service policy by taking into account the required quality of service of different flows, and if there are any restrictions. For example, if there are any restrictions on maximum bit rate, etc. And also if the data rate of some users need to be throttled or not. For example, if a user equipment is in bad channel conditions, its data rate needs to be throttled. So the PCRF can include this thing in its quality of service policy, that the data rate of those users that are in bad channel conditions, it needs to be throttled in order to meet their quality of service requirements. So the quality of service policy is formulated taking into account all these criteria. Similarly, the PCRF also makes the charging rules, and it makes those charging rules by taking into account the billing criteria as set by the operator. And here I want to point out an important thing, that this quality of service policy and the charging rules are made by PCRF, but PCRF itself cannot implement them. So what PCRF does is that it passes this quality of service policy and the charging rules to the PCEF, and they are implemented in the PCEF, which is the part of the PDN gateway.